It's time. The moment we've all been waiting for all year long. Boise State versus Ball State. The CECC 2024 Rocket League Grand Finals is about to commence.
Boise, I have to say, one of the most impressive things about them is they are resilient of a team. Stepping up to the plate. Win. And right now, it's Boise. People who have not a care in the world, and yet the rotations work.
The CECC May Madness event, held annually in Arlington, Texas, is the esports equivalent of the Big Dance. The top 16 teams in each of 4 game titles qualify by winning their respective conference tournaments. This was the second consecutive national title match appearance. The opponent was Ball State, a school that had taken its inspiration to create a program from Boise State. This best-of-7 series would decide the CECC national champion.
Yeah, that's definitely the nicest stage I've ever been on, with a big crowd, everybody's cheering. You can hear them in the background, even with our headphones on.
Runner up in front of them.
Absolutely. As we said, Ball State have been indomitable at times. A perfect sweep, as we mentioned, on stage.
They are that confident. They are that confident not only in their abilities, they want to show. Their last win was not a fluke. It's what they do. And Boise doing it right.
It's the big man Durtho making an appearance early and hopefully for his squad, often hitting it on the backside. Pure finesse. Oath and Guh can only pre-jump. Waiting for Oath to be able to clean things up and demo right back. Means Boise gets a free clear, and even more than that, how about a free goal?
Ball State, what happened here? I saw the demo, and there's another one. That one I didn't see. Preston cleaning up the entire back line, sends them to the scrap heap, and sends a shot on in.
No love lost between these two teams. They have a lot of respect, but it doesn't mean you have a little bit of hatred in your hearts for them. You want to embarrass them, in the words of Woozy, and you want to really be able to put your stamp on this grand finals if you're Ball State. We're going to be seeing a lot of mechanics, but also a lot of physicality. Durtho with a red carpet walk down center.
We call him Big Man Durtho for a reason. It is not just in real life, it's in the gameplay. This dude is so aggressive and in your face. The dive out at midfield, the bump afterwards. Boise State, I will say, one of the biggest things that is a trick already. He's looking for a fourth. He will not at least find it on that shot, but he will find Preston on the backup. Boost in the tank and a challenge from Oath. No contact. Shots on it!
It seems like all these goals are so easy.
You would think we'd be more rattled, but it's game one. It's just jitters all around game one. Whether you win or lose, we know that we go into overtime. And it's game one. It's game one. It's a long series ahead of us.
Woozy, clutch, hits the game winner, and we crush game one. And you see Ball State drain a little bit. I felt really good.
Woozy being able to seal us through the first game was honestly something that we really needed.
I think it was all just confidence, especially after winning the first game. Excited, but we were not getting ahead of ourselves.
However, you want to make sure you mark those kickoffs. The three-goal cushion can be evaporated so quickly, especially now that Ball State's starting to really lean forward to their chairs and also lean forward onto attack. About when stuff like this happens, it's not necessarily a surprise. It's more so just really them stepping up to the plane. Durtho,
What is this?
We were so high on energy. We were saying they couldn't touch us. We were going to sweep them because, like we said, everybody was so high on Ball State, and we came out and smacked them. We're up 2-0. We felt untouchable. We felt untouchable, especially since we had the crowd behind us and everything like that. Everybody was rooting for us to win.
Ball State looking to tie up the series after 2 games in a row without much control. Goals, but it was definitely as contentious as this, with the two teams really meeting each other for almost every 50 and blocking every shot. That finish shot would be different! What was built different, bro? What was that?
That's not rotation. You can't do that. Why are you cutting right in front of the face? You know why? Because Preston has no idea what's about to hit him. Woozy.
I was like, Guh's good at the game, you know? I mean, we kind of handed them that game, I like to think. They're all solid players, so whenever we make mistakes, they're going to capitalize on it instantly, and we got punished for it.
And I say we were in for a doozy of a grand final. I was not ready for this. Get your cardiologist on speed dial. And yet at the end of the day, you have to just sit back and really white knuckle it through a grand final like this, because we are 5 minutes potentially away from this being all over. Game 7, here we go.
CECC, Arlington, get loud, get proud. Boise, Ball State, I want to hear you scream. It's game 7. It is the closest match, the closest series we have seen all event. And all that is going to separate these two teams is 5 minutes of gameplay. Ball State down. That one connects, that's probably a goal.
Yes, oh, they certainly chase for it. He with 0 boost, he's still a menace. Wova, flip reset. No one's gonna get it on the goal line. And the crosses the threshold. Ball State able to get yet another game in a streak, scoring first.
That is perfect. We have had...
But right now, Ball State has to make sure they dig deep. Defense sometimes just isn't enough, especially when you can't escape your half. That's a bump in mid-air. Woozy gets the easiest shot of his life, and he delivers.
There it is, a tie. And it feels like every time we have seen that 1-0 lead, it's almost always going back to 1-1. Every single time that we see one
rotation out of whack and allow wide open shots like that. It's not going to be powerful, but it does generate a double. Maybe something Woods can do with, because that's another touch. Wide open Preston, double tap. He is going to deliver.
It's not just a double touch. Watch the bump here. Woozy comes swinging through and goes head hunting for own in net.
We knew the stakes and we knew that everybody was anticipating a banger match, so we gave them a banger match, and we felt like we were the better team the whole series.
Stay there.
Boise knows that. That's why actually they're allowing them to come forward, because if Ball State realizes they don't really have a lot more shots, and maybe only have 1 or 2. This could be one. Oh, number 1. How about 2? It's everybody. It's off the post. It's just sitting ready for a finish. The other post says no. Gaw is able to leave it for O's, and Ball State finds a win. And again.
And it took again to get the shot. First two, not going to be kind to them. Both in the board. Overtime, game 7. The next goal decides our winner.
We understand that overtimes can be a bit of a toss-up, but we were confident.
Champions!
This is about as close as it gets, right? 10 goals scored with 12 seconds left or overtime in all of these games. 7 games ultimately decided by not even a quarter minute.
We lost in overtime. It was more so like we knew it was our faults. You know, we kind of dropped the ball there.
And it sucks. It sucks, that feeling. It's a drop in your chest, but that's how the game goes.
And we were happy to perform, but sad we ultimately lost. But we're ready to get them back next season.
A core belief of the Broncos is circumstances don't define us, responses do. As the new season begins in the shadow of Arlington, the goal remains the same. To reach it, players and coaches must recommit to improving daily. Strategic coach Peyton Wilkin is a Boise State alum. Since hanging up his controller, Wayton, as he's known on YouTube, has become one of the most respected content creators in Rocket League. His knowledge of the game and perspective from his time as a player makes him an ideal strategic coach to such high-level players and a powerful addition to the Boise State coaching staff.
It's good. We can't decide the outcomes. We can do the work that will likely influence them, but we were there with the right people. We get the team we build, and the right team was up there.
Have a good day, sir.